We'll do streaming setup. We are live. And it says excellent connection.
Hello.
Good morning, friends. Are we going to have some friends today? I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna have any friends today. We don't have any friends right now.
Are we all alone?
We're all alone.
We're all alone.
Wait, nope. We have a Bethany. And an artsy Batbrook says good morning. How's everybody doing today? There's only two of you. How are you guys doing today?
How are our two favorite people?
Yeah. You guys are funny.
I hate hands. I hate hands.
He does. He hates hands. I also don't like this new ink color I'm trying, which is annoying to no end. New fountain pen ink. Not good. Not a good color. It's this olive green color. Not liking it. Hey, Gail's here. Says,
hey, Gail.
Good morning from California. Wacky Watercolor Wednesday. How are you two doing today? Might I humbly suggest Weird Al for next Monday? He pulls goofy faces and has lots of hair to work with.
I do love Weird Al.
He does indeed love Weird Al.
You know who gets to work with Weird Al a lot?
I don't know.
Dan.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, he had him in his show. He did a TV show
Wow. With him. Dan gets to work with everybody.
Yeah.
I like Dan. Vidana is here. Allison's here. Maxwell says good morning from Utah. Sophia says good morning.
Good morning.
We've got a hi Scott from Hobbit. Nixia says hey howdy hey.
Hey, Nixia.
Wait. So, I said Emma's here, Stephanie's here, Anne Marie's here early today, sneaking in because she's going to teach soon. Hi, sweetie.
Hello.
Lily Bug says, good morning, excited for another Art Nouveau day.
I am too. I keep trying to draw hands and I'm like, I hate hands, but I gotta keep trying.
Artsy Batbrook says, it's been an off morning. Sometimes putting your art on the internet is difficult.
It is.
It is indeed.
Especially when you're drawing hands.
Lemon Puff says, I'm about to sleep, but the live won't hurt. Sunflower Sketches says, good morning.
Good morning.
Tracy says, hiya, folks. Do Stuff Hey, Do Stuff Girl's here. Hello, how are you both?
Hey, Do Stuff Girl.
Well, it's Wednesday. It's middle of the week, and we're still standing, so that's a positive. Good night from another part of the globe. Good morning from Israel.
Good morning.
How are you two? Well, I found out yesterday my car's going to take 4 to 6 weeks to repair. So I was a little upset, but the upside is I'm okay and the car can be repaired. So there you go. Always a plus, just a little inconvenience, not a big deal. Esmeralda will be getting driven quite a bit, so she will be out of the garage a lot. Good afternoon from Romania. What is he drawing? What are you drawing?
I am drawing a Jewish woman, and for the Women's History Month.
Today is also, by the way, International Women's Day.
Is it really?
It is indeed today.
And it is a perfect day to do this.
It is indeed. Scott's doing a little series with, oh my God, why can't I remember her name?
Ashley. I never have to say people's names sometimes.
Okay, her name is Ashley, and she's the one who read Pride and Prejudice. So
yeah, this was last week's.
Right. So Scott today is doing another Art Nouveau painting, and Ashley already did a reading for it to go along with it. And the reading is from a Jewish trans woman.
Author, yeah.
Yep,
like
author.
It's a poem.
And yes, it's a poem. And so she's going to be reading that, and that will go along with this painting today. Did you see my drawing of you I made today? That's pre-Tinder.
I have not seen any today. And if I did, I would have liked it and I would have told you how amazing it is. So if you've tagged me in it, I will look for it.
Let's see. Good afternoon from Portugal.
Good
Hello
afternoon.
from Poland. Where can I find a cool bracelet like yours?
Which one?
You just have to look.
Yeah, this one was from Valencia, Spain. This one was from Kauai. This one was from Disney World. This one was from Utah, and this one is from Italy, Venice.
You just have to look. They're all made from local people. Yes, the reading is the tie-in. Correct to the thing for anyways, and to all of my women friends out there, happy International Women's Day. Sometimes this year it has felt like we have taken one step forward and 150 back, but they don't know us very well. It's like Bugs Bunny says, he don't know me very well, do he?
No one knows who Bugs Bunny is anymore.
I'm gonna move the mic a little bit closer. Let's see. Good morning from Texas.
Good morning.
I've been watching you before getting accepted in art university, and now I'm sending this message from there.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
We've got good afternoons from Southern California and South Africa and the Philippines.
Good afternoon.
I love the way you stylize hair like it's smoke.
Thanks. It is very inspired by Alphonse Mucha's Art Nouveau.
Scott's car is called Esmeralda because he named her after one of our characters in our movie, Animal Crackers. Oh, Ellen's here and says, good morning, coffee time.
Good
Amen,
morning.
sister. Let me tell you, I'm two-fisting it today. I've got 2 cups in front of me. Let's see.
All right.
Richard says, good morning, all you beautiful people. Clearly, Richard hasn't seen me in the morning. Hi. I love your videos.
Thank you. All right.
Is Donna Scott's wife?
Yes, of 30 years.
Last time I checked. Oh, Tracy says, you're a Wonder Woman, Donna. Happy International Women's Day to you and the lady mods. And right back at you, Tracy. Right back at you, to all of our women friends today. Right back at you.
All right, let's get some inking done.
Oh, please do. Sarah Animations is here and says, hello, good morning. How are you all doing?
Hello.
We are good. Everything's fine. Yes, it is. I'm not doing well. I'm a sad mess, but I'm glad to be here. You know what? Get in line, girlfriend. It is okay to be a sad mess and still be here. We are good with that. You know why? Because we love you, and it is okay. Take 5 minutes, be a sad mess, then just pick yourself up and keep on going. Good afternoon from Germany.
Good afternoon.
Good night from India.
Good evening.
You are my favorite YouTuber. I love art. You're the reason I know how to draw a face.
Thank you.
That's Lexi. I'm looking for some Hobbit-like books. Any suggestions? Wow.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I might not be the best person for that. There is a friend of mine on TikTok named Don Marshall who's really good about stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. You know who else might know some good Hobbit-like adventure books? Quincy.
Yeah.
Quincy reads, Quincy from Quincy's Tavern. He's got a lot of good stuff, and he reads on Twitch. He reads different stories on Twitch. He might have
got
some
things like Scribed and whatnot that might be able to...
Yeah, you know, Goodreads, I think, though, is really, like, if you go into Goodreads and you look, it will give you tons of suggestions on genre. You can also do, there's a lot of really good book talkers and a lot of really good, I always look at Modern Mrs. Darcy. She's got a blog and she's got great suggestions if you go on and look at her stuff. If you like this, then you'll love this, that kind of thing. So, check there. Thanks for teaching me great ways to avoid schoolwork. Greg, don't avoid schoolwork. Do you take online courses?
No, I haven't gone to school in 40 years.
Long time. You've been such an inspiration to me, and also good night from Nepal. Oh, land of the red pandas.
That's so good to hear.
Blow kisses out your window to the red pandas for me. See, I have this vision of how Nepal is, where you open your window.
Donna thinks it's like staying at the Animal Kingdom
Yeah,
lodge.
where you just like open your window and there's
all
the
just
red
kind of
pandas,
walking
and they're
around.
just all hanging out, chewing
They
on
come
the
up
bamboo
to your window and they say hello.
Yeah,
and
they just
give you a
kind
big
of
hug.
wave at you and give you kisses and hugs and all the kind of good
If
things.
this was true, Donna would literally move there.
I would so move to Nepal. Oh my god.
I'm running away to be with the red pandas.
Yeah, I would not regret it either. I would not regret it. Oh god.
She was never seen again.
Nope. Actually, I would probably be very, very seen. I would make so much noise. I'd be like, why are we killing red pandas? Why we need to save all the animals? Where do you buy your zebra brush pen, and is it cheap?
They are cheap, relatively. They're about $2.60 each, and
US dollars.
U.S. dollars. And we get them either from Blick or from Jet Pens.
Onkar Patel says, I got really inspired by your YouTube channel and I decided to start a YouTube channel of my own. I make memes and funny videos. I'm growing steadily. Thanks for the inspiration.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear.
I love that. Are you on Pinterest?
I do have a Pinterest account. I don't post there anymore.
Congrats on 30 years of marriage. Thank you, Amir.
Thank you.
That was very sweet. Aisha, thank you. Let's see. I like watching you do art. It's fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, Diddly Doo says Happy International Women's Day to all my women here. Yep. Right back at ya. What kind of paper and ink do you use? Mine just bleeds. That's Moonline Wasp.
This particular day, I am using Arches.
Oh, boy.
Really expensive paper. But for this one, this was done on Canson XL paper, which is fairly cheap. And you could see, this. I did some markers, so it kind of bled through a little bit. But you can.
Why do you change from day to day? Why today are you using Arches and the other day you used Canson?
Some days I go, oh my god! The reason why I did this was I was like, I have so much of this paper, I should use it.
Okay.
And then today I was like, why am I using cheap paper? I'm 54 years old. Use the good paper, and so it just depends on my mood.
Okay, that's what I said about the ink in my fountain pen the other day when I was like, I don't like this color. But I filled the whole pen and I felt like I had to use all the ink, and I went, I'm 53 years old. I'm too old to use ink I don't like. Yeah. So I emptied the ink in the sink.
That's the good thing about getting older. Yeah. You can go, I'm this old.
Exactly.
And so I don't need to eat my spinach, or I can do whatever I want.
I can have a cookie at noon. I don't care anymore.
I deserve it.
Exactly.
I lived 5 decades.
Yeah, you can. I use the same pens for art class. They are so great. Good morning from Mexico.
Good morning.
Good morning from Pennsylvania.
Good morning, Pennsylvania.
I have to thank you for getting me out of the mindset that tracing was cheating. That's Lady Zeebs.
I traced this.
He did
this part,
indeed.
not the hands. I'm trying to get hands right.
Oof, you should have traced them, honey. Thank you for your positive videos. You're my inspiration for continuing my art. That's Louise.
Oh, I love to hear that.
What pencils do you use?
Usually whatever's lying around. I've got like number 2 pencils, but this one is a 3H pencil.
Okay, so once says, please help me in improving my watercolor paintings. All right, so here's what I'm going to ask of you. If you have a question, a specific question, please post it in the chat. Otherwise, check out the Art Hacks playlist. There are so many things there that you can look at, and so many videos that Scott's made on watercolor and doing watercolor.
Or you could just hang out with us and watch.
Yeah, and ask specific questions on things that you see, like, I don't know, something,
I've got videos on paper to use, on how much water to add.
Yep.
How I make face skin tones.
Bethany also tagged them in your video on painting with watercolor. She's tagged them already on that. So He did a stream with Posca pens. If you go under the stuff that he's reviewed, you'll see that there.
Yeah.
And Bethany put that in already. God, she's so good, you guys. Can we just have a moment to say how good she is?
I drew Deku.
Yes, you did. Good Lord.
From My Hero Academia.
You're what? You're younger than my parents, says Sarah Animations. Well, hey, we're younger than somebody. Usually we're the oldest people around, so that's good. Hi from Switzerland. Love your art. It inspired me to draw more people, and I've gotten better at it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I watch all of your videos and have watched them multiple times. That's Lexi.
Thank you.
Ellen says that was me at 18 in college buying Gushers with my first grocery shopping trip because you can't stop me, Mom. Correct. 100% correct. Oh my God, that's so funny. What tape do you use? The tape I use when I paint over it starts bleeding.
I did a video on tape.
OMG.
This one is the $12 a roll professional tape. Mm-hmm. If you watch the video, it completely failed during the video, but consistently it is usually a very good tape.
Mm-hmm. Sure it is. Okay. It's $12 a roll.
Keep using it otherwise.
We have twin boys and they're old and we don't talk about them anymore because they don't want to be talked about.
Mom, stop talking about us.
No, actually it's more like I don't want to be associated with you guys. Okay. So if you could just like not talk about us, that'd be great.
How embarrassing. My parents are internet influencers.
No. My parents are social media influencers. OMG. Don't talk about
embarrassing.
Me. Oh my God. Are Posca pens good to draw with?
No. Not in my opinion.
What color are you going to paint the hair today? Yeah, let's qualify this with everything is in Scott's humble opinion.
Yeah. What color am I going to paint? I don't know. I never know.
I keep telling you guys. Lissy Boohoo says teenagers. Yep. You have kids. Oh God, yes, we have kids.
Twins.
We do. We have twins. Thank you for all of your lectures. They help a lot. Lectures. Wow. Okay. I am 16 and used to make comics, but I still get problems in drawing body structures. Can you please help me?
Get the book, How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. It is really good for that.
How to make skin tones.
There's a video for that.
Yes, there's video for that in the Art Hacks playlist. Look for it in the Art Hacks playlist. Scott also did... If you look at the video that he did with the Ohuhu markers when he did Lizzo, you can watch that video and you can see how he blends the skin tones with the markers. I really enjoyed that video because I watched the skin tones come together.
Nice.
Do you take show recommendations? You can recommend all you want, but he's going to do whatever he wants to do anyway, which, welcome to my world. That's how it works in the morning.
Oh, but I mean, I have done lots of people like My Chemical Romance person, whatever, whatever. I do lots of people based on people's suggestions. Like Pink, I did, on Monday.
Only because that person kept spamming and saying,
draw pink, draw pink, draw pink, draw pink, draw pink. They were very nice. They said, I think it would be really nice, in honor of their new album.
You're so funny. Draw pink, draw pink, draw pink. Do you have a favorite pencil?
No, not really.
Oh my God. Do y'all support yourself with art or do you guys have other jobs or retired? Okay, first of all, we will never retire.
We have a second job. I do animation.
Yep.
I don't actually animate anymore. I write and direct.
Yep, he does indeed. Oh, Zoya's Kingdom says, I'm also going to draw something today inspired by International Women's Day.
Oh, that's great.
Woo! Yay! Leah says, I am 9 years old and I make a lot of art and love to make art from acrylics. Watercolor, I get art motivation from your channel. You have also given me many tips. Love from India.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's night in India, they say.
Welcome.
We're excited you're here and that you're 9. You have so many years ahead of you. Oh, you're so lucky. How good would you guys say school watercolor paper is? Any school art supply? I'm going to go with probably
Usually
not great
yeah.
unless your teacher is buying it themselves. Hello from France, and thanks for inspiring me to try out watercolors. I'm having lots of fun.
Hello.
Every time someone is here from France, I think two things. One, you owe me a visit to the Musée d'Orsay.
D'Orsay.
Yes. And two, I really want a croissant. I know. You just can't get good croissants unless you go to France. I'm sorry. Fight me on it. It's just the way it is.
The ones from Starbucks just don't cut it?
I'm going to ignore you right now. I'm just going to ignore you right now because that's not even really... Can you do a sketchbook tour video? Like go through a bunch of your sketchbooks and show a lot of your art in one video. Mia wants to know that.
There is a video where I show you 40 years of my artwork through my sketchbooks and art.
Through multiple sketchbooks.
And I do have my travel journal walkthroughs. I guess it just depends on which sketchbook. I did one for the hair journal. Whenever I finish a sketchbook, I usually do a flip through of them.
Yes, you do.
But I don't know if flipping through every single sketchbook is...
Do you have a sketchbook playlist, though?
I don't know.
Maybe we should make a sketchbook playlist.
But which sketchbook?
All of the ones you flipped through. Just say, sketchbook flip-throughs and make that a playlist. Can you put things in multiple playlists?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay. So maybe that would be something.
All right, so now I'm like, okay, I've added that. And now I'm thinking, okay, I need to add a little bit more dimension. So I'm adding some darker lines.
Not using the good stuff is like the most relatable content. This is Tracy. I'm going to tell you something. Not using the good stuff is just... Why?
Well, we start off struggling financially and...
No, not that. I mean, having it sit on a shelf is what I was talking about.
Well, because again, it's expensive and you don't want to waste it because you're still going through your
ugly phase.
Ugly phase. I've got to get all of the bad art out, and I'm at the point now to where I don't feel like all of my art is bad. So I'll start using the good stuff.
Yeah, I guess. Except that I'm at this point where I'm like, you know what? I could kick the bucket tomorrow, so I'm going to use the good stuff. I'm going to use all the ink. I'm not going to feel bad. I'm going to use the good paper. I'm going to use the good journals. I'm going to write notes on pretty cards, and I'm going to do the things I want to do. I'm going to use the good things because, it's like they say, burn the good candles, wear the good clothes because, you could not be here tomorrow. Metali did a painting of a red panda. Oh, you must tag me. Most expensive stuff Scott uses is the tape. The tape and the arches paper. What kind of music do you listen to when making art?
Stereophonics, Seal, Keen, Def Leppard, things like that.
I love drawing the Art Nouveau style hair. I'm sketching in the middle of class. LOL. Okay, don't get in trouble. Do not get in trouble. And if you do go down, don't take me with you. Am I the only one who loves the sound of paper when people draw on it? That's Lillian. That's some really good looking hair. What should I do when I want to make colorful art, but I don't want to deal with the fuss of cleaning after using paint?
You could try markers or colored pencils.
Friend O Fish, I can only draw stick people. You and me both. How do you make hands?
Not well. I have a video on making hands.
Someone wants to go outside. I will let her in a minute. What pen is he using?
This is a zebra brush pen. I don't really feel like this is my best hair, but sometimes just adding the color to it will make it all okay.
Shotter09, there is a video on how to find your art style. Zoya's Kingdom, draw a red panda. The answer is always draw a red panda. Have you ever considered making a mythological figures series?
I have considered that, yes.
Mia says, good afternoon from Ireland. I love your channel. Happy Women's Day. Right back at you, Mia.
Thank you. And it's not Ireland. It's Ireland.
Oh, good grief. Let's see. was I with I lost my place. My colored pencils just leave around texture. I don't know what that
colored
means.
pencils are very temperamental. So
Not unlike the people that use them.
yeah. I mean, I don't really use colored pencils much anymore, other than just for highlights.
Sorry, guys. The puppy is a little needy today. She was also up at 4:40 this morning. Woohoo! My favorite hour of the day. That is total sarcasm. I hate 4 o'clock in the morning. Good morning, you absolutely fabulous people.
Good morning.
I'm speechless. Let's see. Oh, on it, I'll make a video and tag S Sava Art. Yay! I haven't been drawing in a while. I'll draw a red panda right now. Woohoo! Okay, Sarah, I want to see it.
Well, I'm gonna have
Show me the red panda. I'm excited for the Friday journaling video. Hope you're feeling better. I am feeling,
right.
yeah, I am feeling better. My left shoulder, I don't know if I hit the seatbelt or the door or what, but my left shoulder's been really bothering me. So, I might go to the doctor and have it looked at. Do you like the Power Rangers? Oh my God, we watched Power Rangers for years with our boys.
I worked on Power Rangers.
And
I animated the Red Ranger.
Would you say that 180 GSM hot press paper would be fine for a watercolor / gouache journal?
Hot press paper I tend to like for
Gouache,
but not for watercolor because it's so smooth. And really, I think that watercolor needs to have some texture to kind of
tooth.
Yeah, but you can absolutely use that 180 GSM.
180 GSM is not super thick. Ours is 300 GSM.
Well, yeah, the Canson watercolor paper is 185,
Is
so
it
it's not too bad. That should be totally fine.
Let me try this again. How do you make the paper not warp with watercolor?
Do you see how it's taped around the edges? That keeps it from warping. You can tack it down, you could pin it, but you do kind of have to tie it down a little bit.
Why do you love red pandas so much? Their faces are the cutest faces.
Did you not see the video?
I mean, Mei Lee, you did. So I found out about red pandas when I started working with Brendan, our son, at the Nashville Zoo years ago, like 100 years ago. And before that, my favorite animals were sea otters, and I've always loved grizzly bears. But if you just look at their faces, OMG. They look like the cutest little things. They look like little live teddy bears is what they look like. You just can't not love them. They're so sweet and so cute. Like, you just can't. Yeah. Of course, then when you're there and you're at the zoo and you start learning about like conservation efforts and you learn about people that just kill animals to kill animals, or poachers or things like that, then it takes on a different level of wanting to help and wanting to save animals and things like that. Look, I'm all for if people need to eat and things like that, that's fine. I understand that, but there's no reason to kill an animal just to kill an animal. And a lot of times what you'll find is because man is encroaching into different animal territories that they just kill the animals because, well, they need to do farming and they need to do this and they need to do that. There's ways that we can coexist in the world with our animal friends. Wow, did I just go on a tangent?
Anyway, I blacked out.
I know you always do. I love that about you. Thank you. Do you like fish, and can you draw a fish?
I have drawn fish. Did I draw? No.
I don't know.
When I did the I don't think any country's animal was a fish, was it?
Alexia says, thank you for teaching me new drawing methods so I don't do my homework now. Don't get in trouble. I just found you. You're my biggest inspiration on art. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Thank you very much.
What's your favorite animal, honey?
Cheetah.
Who's your favorite Disney character?
Jasmine.
Winnie the Pooh. Jasmine.
She's dreamy.
You know what? Shut up. Whatever. Hussy. God. We were in Disney World. You hear the disdain in my voice.
You can't
she's
even just
walking
let it
with
go.
Aladdin. No, I can't. She's walking with Aladdin, and there's Scott, and he's in Morocco, and we're in Epcot, and he's doing this, and she comes over, and she leans over his shoulder, and she's like fawning over him. And meanwhile, Aladdin's looking at her like, excuse me, and I'm looking at her like, excuse me, and Scott's like all, smiley and chipper and whatever, hussy. Okay, moving right along. I am 11 and go to art class. I would love to show you some of my artwork, but I don't know how. That's Kristen Lee.
We have a Discord. You can do it there.
But at 11, maybe their parents might not let them. If you're on social media, you can tag Scott in your art. Vilma, you should always draw a red panda. Sinead says, Scott is my art idol and inspired me to start doing watercolors, and it would make my week for you to read this. From Ireland. You're so cute. I got supplies. How do I get over ruining a blank page?
Oh, you gotta get the bad ones out.
Yeah.
You gotta. So look, if it's a nice paper, then don't use it. Fill up your sketchbooks with just drawings.
Tell them what you do, but tell them what you do in the first page of your sketchbook.
Oh, I do. I always do a nice piece on the first page of my sketchbook. But you have different sketchbooks. You have the sketchbooks. Here, I will pause.
Please pause.
I will get up on my soapbox. And I will say.
And he says, I get on my soapbox. Here we go.
You have different sketchbooks. Like this one was, we did the different animals from around the world, right? This was not I'm going to experiment type of sketchbook. And then you have this sketchbook, which is just
nothing but experimenting.
Doodles and that's my mom's sketches actually. Whatever and just this is where your bad stuff goes. This is just the experimenting and whatnot. So if you're talking about this kind of sketchbook, then just fill it up. Don't worry about it. This meant for this, right? If you're talking about this kind of sketchbook, then I usually will do something. Trying to find it.
I saw that, Nixia. I don't know how to draw very well. I could try doing a red
like
panda.
This on my first page, and that kind of sets the tone for the rest of it. So, just pick what kind of sketchbook that you want to have, or which kind of sketchbook that it is.
Okay, Hua Ching says, I was here last week asking for exam advice after a super hard one. Turns out I didn't need to worry. They got an A.
Oh, that's great. Congratulations.
I always leave the front page blank or start from the back until I'm confident, says Abnormal Banana. By the way, I love that name. That's hysterical. Yeah, let's see. Abnormal Banana. I just love that name. For every good piece of art, there are hundreds of bad sketches hidden away in a sketchbook.
Yep.
Lars Gothica says, this makes me feel better as a sketchbook hoarder. Thank you. There is a reason.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's a link to the Discord in the chat. You guys can find it there. My favorite character is Belle and Mushu and Lion King characters. You guys are funny. Where do I get a... I don't understand what you're asking, Zoya's Kingdom. You can post on your social media and tag Scott so he can see it there, or you can post in the Discord. Jennifer says, good morning. I was going to hop on your Draw Everything Every Day series and was pleasantly surprised to catch you live.
Well, that's great.
Allison says, you inspired me to do my own art. You're an amazing person. I have art. I would like to show you all my art.
Oh, I would love to see it.
Well, we would love to see that too.
Post
it in the Discord. Oh, okay. I do have a YouTube channel. It is, maybe one of the mods could put that in. They already did, because they're way better than I am, and I'm slow getting back to all of the comments. Hold on, guys. Well, hi there. How are you? Do you want to go up these stairs? Yes. Do you want to go up these stairs? Oh my God. Come on, let's go. Come on, go up these stairs. We'll let you upstairs. Come on. Give me 1 second. Let me just get her situated. Come here. No. Stop right now. Stop right now. Thank you, babe. Hang on. Good girl. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oops, I almost swatted myself in the mic with a microphone. Do you also draw cars?
I do. I don't really like it that much, but I do.
Naomi, I'm doing fine, thanks. I'm a little sore, but I'm doing fine.
Okay.
Thoughts on capybaras? Oh my God, they're so cute. Ellen says, next challenge, national sea animals.
I know, it seems a little fishy to me.
Oh God. Grown. Oy, oy, oy.
Maybe I'll do it, just for the halibut.
Let's see. I'm ignoring you. Yeah. Bethany's laughing and knew the Disney World story was coming. Let's see.
I knew that one was coming.
Oh yeah, I knew Donna was gonna go there. The minute he said Jasmine, I knew she was gonna go there. I've just been out skiing in Norway and it's extremely cold. What's your favorite snack?
Favorite snack? Chocolate chip cookies, I guess.
That's not a snack.
I don't know.
Fruit snacks. You love fruit snacks.
Because it has the word snack in it, that's what makes it a snack?
No, you like to eat those.
Yeah, I just was wondering why you picked that.
Because that's what you like to eat.
But if I had my choice between a fruit snack or a chocolate chip cookie, do you really think I'd eat a fruit snack?
No, I don't think you'd eat a fruit snack. I think you'd eat a chocolate chip cookie.
Exactly.
Let's see. Hold on.
Gosh, I hate fingers.
I am being told. Hey, Blick is here.
Hey, Blick, can you come draw these fingers for me? I hate fingers.
Oh my God, that's funny. You can draw the fingers. I had to go look up the red panda. Yep, you're right. They're adorable. I don't lie about adorable animals. I can fudge a few other things, but adorable animals, not so much. Oh, Jordan Smith Studio is here and says, I have a giant box of unused sketchbooks. I should start using those. Yes, you should.
You should.
Take them everywhere. Draw everything every day, everywhere. Let's see. Billy just finished homework and is glad they caught the live. Ahana is inspired by you. Yes, I'm guilty.
You.
I do have a channel. I don't upload a lot of videos like Scott, and I don't create a lot of content. That's his deal. How does your creativity flow? Any ideas for a bored artist like me?
I draw the world around me. So I'm constantly looking for stuff, or I'll go somewhere, or I'll, say, okay, I'm going to draw all the characters from Harry Potter, or I'm going to do Music Monday. So I try to give myself themes or assignments.
They want to see my favorite painting that you've done. Can you show that one? It's in the back of the desk.
Yeah.
Do you prefer to paint people or animals?
People.
Let's see. That is my favorite drawing. Have you drawn owls? They're my favorite animal, specifically barn owls.
I have.
Blick says our counter offer is mittens. We can do mittens.
Yeah. I almost always put gloves on my figures. It is.
Donna does not know how to animate, but thanks for asking. Thanks for thinking that I'm capable of animating. I can't wait to show y'all one of my better works. That's Allison. Thule art or Posca? I don't know what Thule is.
Yeah, I don't know what Thule is.
Yeah. You inspired me to draw more with watercolor and to not feel bad about tracing. My art has improved so much since I discovered your channel.
Oh, that's great.
Yay. Molly says, this reminds me of Proserpina by Rossetti. Oh, wow.
Persephone?
That's... What?
Is it Persephone?
Yeah, I think so, because I didn't pronounce that right.
Yeah, I love that painting. It's one of the pre-Raphaelite paintings.
Donna forcing us to draw red pandas. I'm not forcing anything. I'm simply suggesting. I love your community. It's so happy and arty. Best community on the internet.
Oh, thank you.
We sure are happy you guys are joining us there. I'm 15 years old and I have 241 subscribers and 100,000 views in a month.
That's
Yay!
amazing.
Good for you. Scott has done animation before.
Yeah, I was the animator on the Casper movies. I was animator on Power Rangers. I did video games.
Oh yeah, he's done a ton of different stuff.
But yeah, I haven't animated in
opinions on spiders. No. That's my opinion. No.
I'm only cool with radioactive spiders.
Here's the deal. If he's not holding a wad of dollar bills in one of those 8 legs, he needs to go. Like, you can pay me rent and you can stay up in the corner by yourself. Otherwise, you're out.
All right, here we go.
How do you draw a building? Very carefully.
Brick by brick. No, perspective.
And we happen to have videos on perspective. Okay, so I have a strange question for our friend at Blick. Is this Matt? Are you the one running the Blick channel today? I'm just checking. No, I want to put him on the spot. Oh, God, come on. Let me put him on the spot. Why not? Don't let anyone tell you guys you need professional training, because in art school, a teacher of mine used YouTube videos to show us things. Okay, then. Emma says, no, we don't do spiders. That's so funny. Oh, Jordan Smith says, agreed. The community y'all created here is amazing. You're sweet.
Oh, thank you.
What about jumping spiders? No. Are you kidding? That's even worse.
Don't you like that channel with the jumping spider?
Okay, I watched that channel because I like her and she freely admits that she's afraid of spiders. But she loves her spiders and she's learning how to deal with it. And people have actually asked her, can you let them jump on your face? And she's like, okay, I got to tell you people, I'm really scared of this. But she let this one spider, I can't remember which one it was, jump on her face. And she's freaking out the whole time the spider was crawling over her face.
Oh, God.
I would have been like, nope, 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 nope. Bethany says, spiders are friends with extra legs to hug. Good Lord. It's great how Donna can never agree with Scott. Oh my God. You guys, this has been like 35 years of never agreeing with him. Okay? Like, I just have a different opinion.
You have a different reality.
Excuse me. I don't hear you complaining about my reality. You're in your own reality,
all
dude.
of the time.
Much love from the Netherlands. I'm painting a Baltimore Oriole along with this live. I've made it worse.
Great.
I don't hate it. You're so fun with a little laughing emoji. That's
Is the Baltimore Oriole an actual Oriole or a baseball player?
I don't know. Artie says, I did it. I sketched scissors and my laptop. Hey, that's fantastic.
Now run with your scissors and show your family.
Would you stop? Nobody runs with scissors. Oh my God. Don't ever say that to a mom. Stefner says, OMG, Scott, dad jokes are strong this morning. They are indeed. Do you draw dynamic poses?
You used to. I used to when I did comics. I used to love to do that stuff, but no, my stuff is boring now.
How do you just? Oh, this is a great question from Lassie28. How do you decide how to map out your sketchbook, like the squares and the layout? That's a great question.
That just sort of came from, you do sketchbooks and you're like, I should do this. And so I find that in life, everything is, you do something and then you go, that was good. I'm going to now add this to it. So it's just, you start to say, it's like you have a house. I've got a house. Great. Or I've got an apartment. Great. Or I've got a bedroom. Great. I'm going to add a poster to it. I like that. I'm going to add a pillow. And that's really it. So the sketchbook was, I'm going to do this. Okay, now I'm going to start adding a theme to it. I like that. Hey, I think I'm going to start doing it in watercolor. Oh, I like that. Hey, I'm going to do, borders with, and that's really all it was. It was just adding one more thing to it, and they start to add up. But it didn't all come at once.
I think specifically what they're asking for is how do you pick which pictures go in which places? That's what I got out of the question.
Oh, really? I thought it was, how did you come up with doing
how do you decide how to map out your sketchbook, like the squares and the layout? I got out of that, like, how do you figure out what to put where? Like, you did the picture of the pizza in Venice, and you did a picture of your glasses that broke. And you did
the squares and the layout,
like how do you lay
the
out
comic book kind of? That's just comic book stuff.
Yes.
So
if that's not what you're asking, Lassie28, let me know.
That sounds closer to probably what they were asking for. But yeah, no, I did comic books for years, decades, and so for me, I just see the pages of my. Sketchbook, my travel journal, when I'm somewhere. This was a horizontal image, so that this was kind of more of a square. That's really all I'm looking for is the tree. You're not going to draw a tree in this angle, in this panel. So I go, okay, what are the things I want to draw? I want to draw this. Lots of times what I'll do is I will when I was doing this one, I just said, oh, I want to do the hotel, but I don't. The first thing I drew was this one. I sat in the lobby and I did this while Donna was checking in, and then I left myself a space for this, and then eventually I think I actually got it off the internet. Even though we were staying there, it was easier just to find a picture off the internet, and I did it in the hotel room. And then this one, we were walking by. Now I could have done a bunch of smaller ones, but we saw the tree, and I was like, okay, that's going there. So that's really all it is. It's just a matter of looking at what you want to do and then finding the shapes for it. You kind of go, this is a horizontal, this is a vertical, this is...
Have you ever visited London? And if so, what was your favorite thing to draw? Yes, we have been to London a couple of times.
My favorite thing to draw in London, I think, was the Assyrian lions at the British Museum, because I am half Assyrian.
Yeah. Hair still baffles me. This is like working miracles, says Sketcher Sundar.
This isn't natural hair, really. This is very stylized hair, and you can see more of that if you look at Art Nouveau hair from Alphonse Mucha.
Please make a short on how to paint different elements like water, fire, etc.
Maybe I could do an Avatar theme.
That's actually good. Yeah. I would like to know what you think of Indian culture.
I don't know much of it. I was working on an animated film. I was writing and directing a film for a studio in India based on a comic book series.
Yeah.
And
we were learning a lot about culture there, but then that project ended.
Yeah. I find it interesting when other cultures have a lot of mythology to it.
Yeah.
But then I realized that, like European countries do it too with the Bible. So it's just stuff that is just part of, your you know, the things you like, these are the stories that you grew up with, you know, and so like I'll see grown people going, I'm going to do the story of Moses, and you're like, okay, that's, and then so, but I think the Indian stories are definitely more cooler. They're like superheroes and really, really interesting.
We just don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
I think the interesting thing though, as we've gotten older, is we like learning about different cultures. We like learning about history. We like learning about all of these things. It just gives you a better perspective, I think, on the world. And the world is such a great, like our lives, you guys are like a melting pot of the entire globe, you know? And I just think it's so cool to learn about different cultures and to learn about different people and to learn about all of their different stories. It's pretty neato.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can tell. Can you see the difference in the line weight? From the background stencil to the hair?
Yeah, but you're using a micron pen now instead of
so
the
I'm using a
ZBrush
0.005 micron pen, so that way the background stays in the background and she has the thicker lines, so she stays in the foreground. Now, again, it's a lot of work doing these, and I always wonder, am I going to be able to finish all of this in the hour and a half? So I'm trying my best, and sometimes I go, why am I doing the stencil during the live?
Shreyas wants to know, I love retro stuff like you do. I especially like your car, but is that your dream car you thought to buy from your childhood?
No. My dream car was the Mach 5.
You asked. You couldn't have gotten the small little Hot Wheel. You had to get the big model.
I mean, the Mach 5 has these auto jacks, and they'd pop out and they'd help him jump, go like that. He's got razor blades, saw blades. He's got
say good morning to Santa.
Oh, hey Santa.
Hi Santa, good morning.
Let me see, does this pop open or not? Oh well. And then in the back, it's got a periscope, because it can go underwater. And then in the back was usually Chim Chim and Spritle, always hiding away. But yeah, this is the coolest car. I mean, look at the design of that. Isn't that cool?
Okay, Blick writes me back finally and says, "We're Blick right now. Imagine you're talking to the Easter Bunny or Kermit the Frog." Oh my God, you had me at Kermit the Frog. Well, Santa's in the chat, so you might as well be the Easter Bunny. So, Scott does not do calligraphy. Would you like to make a video about how you start a sketch? See, I keep telling you, people want to see it from the beginning. He never listens to me.
You understand that I have now made 7 videos where I sketched from scratch in real time, and you guys follow along.
You're using that purple pen.
That's a sketch.
They want to see this from the beginning. They want to see you get the board and tape down the paper and then find the photo reference and then find the, get the pencil out and sketch. They want to see all of the, what are you looking for?
I've lost that Try Everything Every Day sketchbook, but it's okay. Like, speaking of which,
he literally just stopped, walked away, and started looking for something. And I was like, what? What are you doing? Oh my gosh. We have been to London. We have not been to Scotland, but we want to go.
Yes, we definitely want to go to Scotland.
Yeah, we want to go see all the castles because we hear you guys have a ton of them there. There's a video on how Scott found his art style. Do you like chess?
I do. I'm not great at it, but I do like it.
What's your favorite color?
Payne's Gray.
How do you make time to sketch and draw? I'm new to all of this, but I guess I've got to start somewhere.
Oh, how do you make time? It's just a matter of priorities, really.
Yeah.
It's you can make time to play video games. You can make time to go for a walk. It's just a matter of what do you want out of life? If you want to add art to your life, you'll make the time.
You make time for the things that you like. Yep.
But I mean, if you, I'm doing a series of draw everything every day, and they're usually about 10, 15, 20 minutes at the most.
Yeah.
And
start there.
Do that. Yeah.
Or put a little tiny sketchbook in your pocket and a pencil and just draw when you're out. Like we've told some students, they're like, I don't have time to draw with my class schedule. You can draw at lunchtime. You can draw if you are driving to school or you're on the bus or something, you can draw then.
When you're taking a math test, just draw on the math test. That's what I do.
Scott? Really? You're going to get these poor kids in trouble. Stop it. What are your opinions on AI art? It's theft.
It's not theft.
It's theft.
It is currently just taking other people's art and just mashing it up, but
also known as theft.
It is what it is. It's a lazy person's and look, there are people who want to make art and they don't want to learn how to make art. So they'll just go and they'll type some prompts into a computer and they go, this is it. I'm happy. And that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with people doing that.
Yeah.
It is just...
It's wrong.
It's not wrong, honey.
Okay.
Stop saying that.
How much time on average does it take to complete those drawings when you travel? That's a good question.
Usually about an hour and a half. About the same as, like what I'm doing here.
I think it depends on how much time you've spent sketching during the day, too. Like, sometimes we'll take time during the day. Like, when we were in Epcot, we found this great place to sit off to the side, and Scott was able to do...
Yeah, in France.
A lot of painting there. And
Donna also got me a baguette, so I could just sit and eat a baguette.
I did. I got him a baguette, and he, as long as I ply him with food that he will eat, he's fine. Have you ever been to Rome? I'm going next year on a school trip. No, I want desperately to go back to Italy and see everything. We want to see Rome. We
just went to Venice,
Florence, and Pompeii, and we want to see everywhere. Do you do calligraphy?
No. Did you just answer that?
Did I?
Yeah.
Math tests are the best drawing paper. Oh my God. Do you see what you've done? You guys, stop. Let's see. I doodled on so much of my schoolwork when I was a kid. Let's see. I draw on my Japanese exams and my sensei usually encourages it. Okay, well, that's a very understanding teacher. Just don't do it on a teacher's that's not going to get in trouble. Brick says, I always drew on test papers. Teachers loved it. Also glad to hear your voice, Donna. Glad you're okay. Thank you. I am okay. I am a little sore.
Has anybody ever done like a Japanese version of Jane Austen and called it Sensei and Sensibility?
Oh my God. Do you see what I have to live with?
That would be pretty cool.
Do you see what I have to live with? Good Lord. Scott has done some anime before. I would say presently your least favorite art medium is oil pastels.
Yes, darn oil pastels.
Have you ever drawn a skull? Just thought I'd ask.
I have.
Blick says, we don't like AI art as an umbrella term because not all images are art, just like not all photos are art.
That's true.
Mr. Venom says, hello, how's it going, everyone?
We are doing good, thank you.
We are doing all right.
I am spending a stupid amount of time on this stencil.
Yeah, you really are. But if it makes you happy...
It doesn't. The fact that I'm spending a stupid amount of time on it is not making me happy. But...
Ooh, Adventurer of Middle-earth says, hate to say it, Scott, but Donna is right. At least to me. I want to see it from start to finish. Show us how you start a piece. Ha! See? They want to watch you tape the paper down and do all the little steps. You got to see his face. He's so annoyed with me right now.
I'm standing for these things, and then...
I know.
So
I'm going to get you a...
Okay, well, I can do this.
I'm going to get you a chair.
Next time, I could come over... I mean, I could sit down, and you guys could hang out with me as I plot it all out, and then I'll get to about halfway through the inking and say, okay, it's been an hour and a half, and then I'll stop. If that's what you guys want, I'm okay with that.
He can really only stand for about an hour and a half, and he doesn't. It's easier on his back if he stands, so that's why he stands when he paints. He hurt his back a long time ago. And hi Scott, what platforms do you use to find your example photos or portraits of these people? Oh, your photo reference. There's a video on that.
There's a video on that. Yeah, this one today was actually from a. Just one of those free photo websites. And sadly enough, they don't give the credit to the photographer.
Which is your favorite art?
My personal one?
Yeah.
Spring by Sir Lawrence Amatadima.
Lisa says, I walk away from my desk at work for a moment. I walk back and I see a replica of Speed Racer's Mach 5. You never know what you're going to get when we're here.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to get. Bethany says, how to start a sketch. Pick up a pencil and just start. Nothing will teach you more than just trying it. She's not wrong. What would you say is your favorite breakfast meal?
Waffles, maybe.
Okay, so I'm allergic to eggs. And now every time we think about going for breakfast food, all I want is a big giant omelet. I want an omelet with bacon and cheddar cheese and more cheese on top and maybe some onions and some bell peppers. But that's just because I can't eat them anymore. So there you go. They say you always want what you can't have. Leslie says the Mach 5 is also my husband's favorite. Also, where did you get that particular car?
Oh gosh. I don't know. I'm sorry. I've had that for years.
Would you have wanted to work on the Speed Racer show if you were able to?
Yeah, that's one of my dream projects would be to get a chance to do Speed Racer.
A viewer asks, have you ever studied philosophy? I'm 13 and a couple of my favorite things to study are art history and philosophy.
I have not.
I took a world religions class in college, but I've never studied philosophy. Might be interesting to take a philosophy class. Thank you, Mr. Clock. George wants to know, what part of the drawing do you start on when it's a hard piece?
Oh, the hardest part.
Are you trying to get it over with?
Yeah, I will try to do, because if the background is the thing that I'm most nervous about, then I'll do the background, because if I mess up, I could just start over. But if I do the part that I like the best, then what happens is that I'll wind up liking, the thing that I do, and then I get to the hard part, and then I mess it up, and then now I feel like, and that's how I get stuff into the corner of shame, is because it's like, I messed up, but I really like how the character came out.
Yeah.
But I messed up on the background. All right.
I don't know which part of them I'm allergic to, if it's just chicken eggs. They didn't tell me. They just said the protein in the eggs, and it's both the egg white and the egg yolk. So I just can't eat eggs at all. What manga did you read while you were growing up?
I didn't read manga until I was in my late teens, and I didn't really read manga. I looked at the art, and it was Masume Shiro's Appleseed. And Dragon Ball Z, I'd watched the anime.
Let's see. Have you ever seen the Hobbit animated movie from the 70s?
Yep, that was the one I grew up with.
Gosh, I didn't even know they did a animated Hobbit from the 70s.
The Ralph Bakshi one and the Rankin Bass one. There's two different ones.
Scott, what's the thing you cannot draw or just have the hardest time drawing besides hands?
No, besides hands?
Yeah.
Can I just say feet?
You can.
You know, I don't look forward to cars much.
You don't like inanimate objects very much. Even though you're doing them, you don't enjoy them as much as you enjoy people.
Yeah, you know, it's true. But I'm starting to put less pressure on myself. Like, if I'm doing a professional job, then yeah, you know, you like, okay, I got to make this look good. But
this person asks, and maybe Blick can answer this too, because we've had a lot of people ask, can I use watercolor on canvas? Like, is it going to bleed? Do you recommend me to use it with watercolors? And I know that you've said no, but is there a way you can prep?
It's not a no. Like, you can go really, really straight from the tube and paint watercolor like you would acrylics, and it's just.
Can you prep the canvas a certain way though?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, traditionally, you wet the watercolor like this, and you want it to soak into the paper. And the canvas is usually, you know, I mean, you can. You have art block, the aquaboard.
Oh,
aquaboard you can do watercolor on, and so that's prepared in a certain.
It doesn't just beat up on aquaboard.
No, they do their gessoing or whatever, their prep where it can soak in somehow. Huh. So maybe you could do that with a canvas.
Yeah, I don't know.
Blow dryer.
We're gonna ask Blick on that one. Okay, so the Pokemon guy wants to know if you ever get an arm covered in paint, as it looks like you're resting your arm on the palette when you draw.
Sometimes I'll get, you know, like if this part isn't dry yet, and I'll go over here, I'll get it on here. But
yeah,
usually I'm pretty good about drawing before I move on to the next one.
And then there's the times he winds up in the kitchen and his hands are covered in like red paint, and I go, "Oh my God, you're bleeding!" And he'll, no, it's paint.
That's usually ink.
Any tips for drawing elves? I'm struggling to get the skin right.
Elves. I mean, elves are mythological. They could be skin colored, you know, like Caucasian. They could be, you know, dark skin. They could be purple. They could be pink. I mean, that's completely up to you. So unless you're talking about a specific elf from a specific like TV show or book series or something like that, you can do whatever you wanted to.
Yeah. I have powdered egg substitute that I use when I bake. So I've used that. What's your favorite song from Gorillaz?
I don't know if it's Feel Good Inc. or actually I think it's Melancholy Hill.
We go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Central Time. Unless, of course, Donna does something stupid like get into a car accident and then we're not live.
Blow dryer.
They expected you to say that scones were your favorite breakfast. Dalton compared the Bee and Fang paper and Blick tracing paper, and the tracing paper seemed to be more bleed proof.
The tracing, that's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
The Bee and Fang is pretty much tracing paper.
Yeah, Bee and Fang it's good paper though. I found the Bee and Fang calligraphy paper, and I'm using that, and it's great for fountain pens. I actually really, I I like your that you've been trying all the different mediums on different papers, because I have these fountain pens now, and I really didn't know that they could be used in different notebooks that I have. So I'm using a fountain pen in my notebook that I take notes every morning during the live, and I can use my fountain pen now because it doesn't bleed through the paper, which I didn't know. So I think you got to just try. Yeah. You know. There is a solution that allows you to paint on surfaces like wood and canvas, but I forget what it's called. Have you ever tried wetting the watercolor paper before painting?
No, I mean, I did once and went, I don't like it, but I've seen people do it.
Do you have any suggestions for affordable marker paper?
I don't know about affordable, but the one that I like the best is the Ohuhu Sketchbook, honestly.
You've really enjoyed
using that. If you can get Ohuhu sketchbooks. Blow dryer.
Yeah, listen, friends, if you're trying to get into the Discord, our mods that are here with us on the live, they also moderate our Discord. So they'll get over there and they'll get to you to let you in and everything when the live is over. So, because they're so sweet and they can't do all of this at the same time. It's too much, and we would never ask them to do that. So just give us a little bit and you'll be allowed in. And my rule for the Discord is be nice. If you can't be nice, I will pull out my mama hammer and boot you. What paintbrushes are you using?
I'm currently using Etchers paintbrushes.
And do we like them?
They're pretty good.
Are they natural or synthetic?
Synthetic.
Why do you like synthetic?
Because they hold a point. That's all a paintbrush needs to do, is hold a point.
And what is it that you don't do with your paintbrushes?
Care. Exactly.
So they need to be synthetic so he doesn't have to put any time into cleaning them or taking care of them or doing anything remotely like that. Do you ever get overwhelmed when doing art?
Every day.
Bethany says you can buy watercolor canvas, but traditional canvas doesn't work well for it because gesso repels water and doesn't allow it to soak in. I have a question. Will gouache be a nice option to use on the glass pen?
I don't know what glass pen.
Like a glass dip pen? I don't know if you can use a glass pen with gouache. I know you can use it with ink. I don't know. I'm going to defer. Maybe Blick knows if you can use a glass pen with gouache. All Blick says there is an acrylic dispersion product that provides a watercolor ground for canvas. Since watercolor is always soluble, however, varnishing and glass may be advisable. Santa, you're so funny. Lula's here. Hello, friends. Wishing you a wonderful Wednesday.
Hello.
Brooke says I use normal canvases for watercolor, the cheap ones at Hobby Lobby. I'm an artist on a budget. I think every artist is on a budget, Brooke. Gideon says, as an autistic, I really appreciate the loud warning noises.
Oh, my pleasure.
A couple people want Blick to know that they like their markers, which is kind of fun.
I don't think I've ever tried Blick's markers.
Yeah.
We tried their colored pencils.
We did. Okay, so there are videos. Scott did draw animals. He drew the national animals from around the world, and
it's a whole playlist of it.
It's a whole playlist. You can find that there. And Poonam, there is a video on finding your art style. What kind of things do you like to bake? Oh my God, pick something. Cookies, cookie bars, scones,
cakes.
Cakes,
well, no, you don't really do
cupcakes.
Yeah.
I'm more of a cupcake kind of girl than a cake girl, although I would really love to. One of my things on my list of things that I'd like to learn is how to do decorate cakes. So
maybe Jamie teaches classes or something.
Michael's has classes on that. I want to take one of those. But first I have to get over my anxiety of actually being out in public with people before I can go and take a class on how to bake a cake.
Maybe Jamie teaches classes.
I don't think Jamie teaches classes on how to decorate cakes. Boy, if she did, I'd take that class. Scones are breakfast mid-morning snack with jam and clotted cream. Scones can be breakfast if you're Scott. Do you like Tom Petty?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's one of the only artists I actually painted or sketched in my sketchbook on the day that they died.
Oh boy. Santa says elves are real, Scott, and this is in capital letters. And their skin is just as diverse as humans.
Well, thank you, Santa.
Are you listening to music when you draw?
Not currently, but usually when I'm not doing this live, I'm listening to music. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually talking to Sony right now. And they sent me a list of like soundtracks that they would give me. They'd send me records and give me permission to. But the funny thing is, they're mostly Japanese anime. So I'm like, okay, is this something I want to do? But we would have permission to play it during our lives, which would at least be something.
Blick also says UV protection may be advisable for watercolor paintings not under glass.
Yeah.
Have you ever done any sculpting?
No. I'd like to one day.
Excuse me. Did you ever make a really big piece? I love to work big, but I live in a small apartment, so canvases stack up.
I did do a couple big pieces. I think probably the biggest one was the Animal Crackers movie poster. Maybe about 30 by 40.
How do you decide what colors will go for shadows and highlights?
Well, at this point, I've kind of come up with like my default. I use pinks, and then I'll come in with purples. I just use 3 colors at this point: Windsor orange, which is the yellowish, rose madder, which is the pink, and then purple for the shadows. So that's kind of just like a stylized thing right now. When I do markers, because I don't do markers very often, I will just figure it out as I'm going along.
Are you reading anything interesting right now?
Not me. Donna?
I am reading The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and I am finishing up Prince Harry's memoir, which has been hard for me because it's kind of like a love letter to his mom, so it's taking me a while to get through it. But I think it's modestly well written. Brooke says, I'd love to see Donna and Scott do a drawing stream together, both of them doing their crafts and making a collab. That would be cute.
Well, Donna is actually going to be doing the stream on Friday.
I'm doing a takeover.
She's going to take over, and she's going to talk about journalism.
I'm going to talk about journaling. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you all of the supplies I use. I'm going to show you the notebooks I use, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to just start with 0 expectations, because everybody said that they get overwhelmed, and I get it, but it doesn't have to be that hard. It really doesn't.
And I will be reading the comments.
He will. This will be kind of fun. What is your favorite affordable watercolor palette?
I would say the Winsor & Newton or the Gravy one.
Tom, you did not miss the journaling session because we didn't do it last Friday, but we're doing it this Friday. We just postponed it for a week. The Fifth Moon Bun says, I've tried it with gouache and it doesn't work very well, nor inking on gouache with a glass pen. It scratches it. I would think that it would, because those glass pens are very sharp on the end. So thank you for that. I'm glad. As your style is inspired by Art Nouveau, what would you say sets your style apart from artists like Mucha, Charest, or Grasset?
Oh, 100% talent. They have it. I don't. I'm just a guy in a Hobbit hole. They were amazing masters, you know?
Let's see. Some of the Wilton books give. Yeah, you know what? I do want to really do that cake decorating class. It's just something I've always wanted to try. I took some baking classes, like, God, 30 years ago, 25 years ago. I did do that. And I really enjoyed that. It was great. Let's see. Do you like using acrylic?
Not particularly, but I discovered that there's more than heavy body acrylics, and so that kind of opened up a whole new world for me. So I could always try it again.
I really love journaling. I hope I can see you guys Friday. I have tried to do journaling in my free time. Oh, you're sweet. I'm gonna have Scott download it for me, and I'll post it to my YouTube channel. So, have you ever used a glass pen before? If you did, how was your experience?
Me, I think I tried it for 3 strokes and went, nope, not for me. Donna uses them, or she has used them.
I do, and I'll have a glass pen for you guys on Friday. I'll show you the glass pen that I bought when we were in Venice. I bought a Murano glass pen. How do you get your skin colors in your painting?
Oh, there's a video on it, but I just used 3 colors. It's Windsor Orange, Rose Madder, which is a pink, and then purple, Windsor Violet.
Do you ever get bored of your art style? I feel like I'm in denial every time I draw and paint.
Yep. I got bored of when I was doing colored pencils back in the 90s, and so I stopped in the 2000s, and then I picked up watercolor in 2009, 2010. So I took like a decade off, and then I got bored of watercolor, so I took up gouache, and then I went back to watercolor, and now I'm doing markers and everything else.
Okay, say good morning to Erica.
Hi, Erica.
Hey. She says, good morning, everyone. Big hugs just passing by because at work right now. Looking gorgeous, Scott. Loving the design of it.
Thank you.
Bethany can't say she's super psyched about Japanese anime as our morning soundtrack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you like ABBA's music?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Let's see. Do I have to paint with oils to be respected in the art world? I love watercolors and pastels.
I'm sorry, but that is the...
Stop it.
No. No. It's first of all, who cares about respect in the art world? I don't have any respect in the art world. 99.9% of the world, of the artists in the world don't have respect in the art world. That's an elitist kind of thing. All you have to do is make art that makes you happy and hopefully make art that makes other people happy. Find your audience. It's a very big world. A very big world. And the quote-unquote art world caters to a very small, elite, crowd. You don't need to worry about them. You have the whole internet at your fingertips.
Is it necessary to learn realistic drawing to be good at art?
No, but it's not necessary to do. I mean, you can tape a banana to a wall and call it art and get $1 million. Again. But what I'm saying is, there's so many factors. There's marketing. There's being in the right place at the right time. There's luck. There's talent. There's just that's it. If you want to make art, I always think that it is good to learn to draw the world around you. But look at abstract art. Look at any kind of modern art or whatever. It is what it is. So there's no rules in art. You could do whatever you wanted to. Blow dryer. I mean, there's famous artists who, there's artists who make art with a typewriter.
I've seen that guy.
Right?
Yeah,
which
I think is completely crazy. I never knew you could do that.
Yeah, so I'm saying it's like it's all, a lot of it is all in just marketing,
Well, I think it's being open to different things being considered art.
Look, I don't think anybody looks at the person who makes art on their on a typewriter and says, wow, that is beautiful art. I think what they say is, wow, I can't believe that was made on a typewriter.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow, look what you can do with a typewriter.
Exactly. And that's it. Like when someone makes, a portrait in Legos and or dice or something like that, and you go, wow, that's amazing. Or when someone does like those performance art things where they close their eyes and they turn it upside down and they splash water and then you flip it around and they take off the blindfold and it's a portrait of Jesus or something, and it's just like, wow, that was amazing. But putting that next to like Leonardo da Vinci's portrait of Jesus, you're like, there's no comparison, and that's what I'm saying is, so some of it is just, you can't compare yourself
to Leonardo da Vinci.
Well, I'm saying, but some of it is just marketing, and that's maybe art too.
Mm-hmm. I love it that there are several people in here that are asking Blick questions directly, which is really cool.
Good.
Yeah. Are you drawing that in your natural style?
I guess so, yeah.
Who are you talking to?
That is my wife, Donna.
What's your favorite brush size for skin?
Oh, it's not for skin. It's just based on the size of the face. So, or the body or whatever I'm painting. You use the brush size based on the amount of area that you have to cover.
Did you really learn to paint gouache just to paint the Animal Crackers movie poster?
I did.
Yeah, he did.
I did.
He did indeed.
I didn't think the movie poster would look good in watercolor, and so I just taught myself a whole new medium and a whole different style.
Yeah.
Just for that, which is kind of fun.
Scott normally
took me a year.
I'm sorry. Scott normally spends about 90 minutes on a piece.
Yeah. So we're almost done here.
When you do markers, do you usually put pencil over it? Right now I'm drawing Deadpool and putting a ton of pencil over the marker.
Yeah, you can. And you can take the marker and go over the colored pencils, and that'll smooth out the pencils.
Yeah. Yes, this is the week we're going to do the journaling thing.
All right, so there's probably another 25 more minutes of art that I'm going to have to do on this, and you'll see it when I post the video. But let me see if I can at least get a background color on here real quick.
Wow, Allison says, hey, you've got some talent. The only talent I have is I learned how to crochet in 2 days. I had a friend try to teach me how to crochet. Couldn't do it. I can knit, can't crochet. I don't know. I don't know why. Have you been rejected from an art school?
No, I didn't apply to I only applied to one art school and got in. I went to a local art school.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at this and trying to decide what background color.
Can you use colored pencils with watercolor?
Colored pencils, water? Yeah, I use them all the time. There's the outline here is colored pencils.
What do you like to draw the most, people or animals?
People.
And talk about where, hey Scott, can you draw red pandas? He did. Where did you get your Swissmetic bag?
Oh, eBay. There's a video on it.
Long time ago.
Hey, can you guys all see this?
Yes, and you're making all of us nervous. Ridiculously nervous. No, you're making all of us nervous. Everybody on here's nervous. Don't spill, please.
We're going with green.
Blake says, anybody who persists in making art deserves respect. It's way harder than being a critic.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy. You know what? It's really easy. At least I've found the people who are the most critical about art are the ones who are not doing art. People who are the most critical of things that Scott's made don't ever pick up a pencil or a paintbrush. And why, I don't understand, but that's something for another day. Let's see. Which part of the face do you like painting the most?
I think traditionally I would always say the eye. But Sometimes I like the nose. I always seem to have a problem with where the nose connects to the cheeks. But yeah, I think the eyes.
Let's see. 2 million soon. Not soon enough. It's going slower.
We're in no rush. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going slower, which is okay. There's enough of you here.
Yeah.
If we had more people, I'd be afraid that we wouldn't be able to answer your question. I'm actually that sometimes when we have less people, it makes me a little happier because we can get to more of your questions. And I know you guys really like that. Excuse me. Have you ever done pottery?
I think in high school we did some pottery. But you got to understand that was in the 1980s.
Long time ago. Do you write books, Scott?
I do. I haven't in a while, though I am going to be writing one on art. I'm working on that now with the publisher.
Yeah, he is.
But
how to fail spectacularly every day of your life
in art. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I've written probably about 15 books or so. I think they're all graphic. They're all graphic novels.
Ruby says, good night from Vietnam. Donna, Scott, and Mods. I'm looking forward to Friday because I also journal. Oh, question for y'all. How have you seen the conventional beauty standard affect art?
Oh, God. Yeah. I mean, I used to, if you look at my 40 years of art video, you'll see a lot of 80s influence, and you'll still see a lot of 80s influence in in my color choices and stuff like that. But hairstyles change. But I think also, for me at least, I have learned to add more diversity to my art and more body shapes and other things like that, like disabilities. There's so many ways that I think the internet has opened a lot of our eyes, where we were, before the internet, we were kind of just fed what magazines and TV shows gave us. That was where we got our beauty standards. But now we're allowed to do something we're allowed to see the world with much more diversity.
I love your art so much. You inspire me to continue. That's Ghost, who also sent you a tip.
Thank you, Ghost.
In my country, artists aren't paid so well. That discourages me on becoming an artist. Should I continue believing on becoming one and work for that?
In our country, artists aren't paid so well either. So I think if you have the ability to have a normal career and then keep art as your passion, do it.
Yeah.
Because it is a very, very difficult life to try and make a living, support a family,
it really
keep a roof over your head as an artist. It is in any country.
Yeah.
And so if you have a secondary skill, I didn't have another skill that I could go to. But if you have a skill that you can do to where you can make a living, do it. And then make art because you love making art. Because it is very difficult to make art and enjoy art when you're struggling financially with it. You start to hate it.
I saw your Animal Crackers poster. I really love how you made Chesterfield accurate.
Oh, thank you. That wasn't my poster. The one with Chesterfield was done by Scott Gustafson. And it is brilliant.
Can you use colored pencils with watercolor?
Yes.
Let's see. They want you to draw a harpy eagle or a series on birds.
All right.
I am not great at knitting. I mostly just knit scarves because they're one flat piece, but I would like to get better at it. You're so funny. What is the most comfortable position to sit while drawing? It's whatever makes you the most comfortable.
Yeah, and that's a preference there. I'm standing right now.
Oh, John says I'm going to try journaling for the first time on Friday.
Oh, that's great.
Let's see.
All right, one more drop, and I think we'll be good.
He's painted Esmeralda so many times. The same thing. Like he's painted our dog. He's painted me. He's painted. You can see Animal Crackers on Netflix. We do have secondary jobs. That is correct. This is the first time I've saw it, and it's just amazing. Afternoon on my studio. You're both very cool. Come to Portugal. God, we want to go to Portugal.
Yeah, we would love to.
We have heard you guys have beautiful castles there.
We have a friend in Portugal, too.
We do indeed. Blick says, one thing from the 80s we don't miss is sending film slides to galleries and getting them back 6 months later in an envelope addressed in your own handwriting. Oh,
that's
God.
funny.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I remember having to mail my concept designs, my layouts, to clients in New York, and then wait a week or so for it to come in, or for them to get it, and then they would mail me back notes. And just about, I remember in the 90s getting a fax machine and thinking that was the coolest thing ever.
Lordy. Okay.
All right. Okay, so what you guys are going to see in the video is I will come in and fill in with a darker color the rest of the stencil.
Okay.
And then just clean it up and outline it and everything else. But hopefully I'll be posting this by the end of the day today because we have a lot of errands to run today.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so I love your Lord of the Rings book reading with art. Thanks for making them.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you for watching those.
Scott's favorite color is Payne's gray. He's never going to paint a painting that's 2 meters high. It's not going to happen.
All right, so no tape peel today because I still got some more work to do. But
recommend a good brand of sketchbook for pencils. I am a beginner and looking for a good sketchbook. That's Thomas.
Oh, I mean, I use this Blick one, and I just fill it up with whatever I'm doodling.
And Blick, do you have a couple suggestions for a good sketchbook for a beginner?
Look at that. Santa's been here.
You always know when Santa's been around because there's a cookie.
All right, everybody.
All right.
We will see you on Friday, and Donna will be hosting. She will be talking about journaling.
They want you to do more ink monsters. I think you are going to plan on doing more
I think
ink
at
monsters
least
with Kim.
maybe a couple times a month I'm going to do that. The funny thing is that Kim thinks that it would be fun for him to try doing like an Art Nouveau watercolor.
Yeah, I think that's so funny that he wants to do that. I think that's comical.
So maybe we'll do that. That might be kind of fun. But I know he's going to be so much better than me. So
Santa says, "Cookie time! Beautiful job! Have an amazing day." Oh gosh! All right.
Hey, has everybody seen the video we did with Santa?
Oh gosh!
And then look at the one that I did with Santa, and then also Santa did one with me on his channel too. So go check it out. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day.
Yeah, thanks for being here and hanging out with us, you guys.
We will see you on Friday, and I will finish this up and post it hopefully later today.
Sounds like a good plan, provided I don't keep you running too many errands.
Yep.
All right, have a wonderful Wednesday, you guys. We'll talk to you soon.